I've been thinking quite a bit about branding over the last few months, and I thought I'd just kind of share a few ideas I'd have in case it helps you. Now, branding always seems to be a really kind of big, bold statement for a very small business, and often your brand, really, when you're a very small business, is you, particularly if you're a solopreneur, a solo business owner. You know, you are your business, you are your brand, and people are attracted to people, and who you are and how you approach people and how you respond to people is going to be much more important than any sort of fancy logo you can come up with. That said, that does leave you with a bit of a problem, because it's a big responsibility for your personality to be the brand of a business. And actually, you can't always be there all the time to sort of project that, can you? Because sometimes people are going to go to your website, you know, it's going to be the middle of the night, you're going to be asleep, you're going to be on the other side of the country or on the other side of the world or whatever. So, you know, just relying on you as an individual, it doesn't really go far enough. So what do you do? Well, looking at me as an example, I'm always being, you know, I'm not big on branding, because I think what really matters to me is to be useful and helpful and keep it simple and tell people about what really works and what I've tried. Because I, particularly in online marketing and online marketing training, there's a lot of hype. There's a lot of really bad, misleading stuff, actually. There's a lot of people making promises that they just can't fulfill. So I think I'm quite an honest and down-to-earth person anyway, as you'll probably have worked out if you've looked at my blog at any point. But I really want to get that across. And what I've tried to do is get that across in quite a simple site design and colours. For one thing, and sort of in the consistency of how I write and how I speak in my videos. And it's a constant ongoing thing, I find, because the temptation is to make things more complicated and kind of more clever and more exciting. And actually I'm always just taking stuff off my website, because the more clutter there is, the harder it is to find the stuff that's really useful for people. And that's what I want to be. I want to be useful, as I keep saying. So just a few things to think about there, really. If you feel you don't have a brand, the fact is you actually do have a brand. So people are forming an impression of you from what they see of you online and in person, and in your images and your graphics and your videos if you make them, and even in your emails, your texts, your tweets, any communication they have with you, they are forming a picture from that. So you have a brand, even if you've not really kind of focused in on it. So it makes sense to look at that brand and sort of adapt it to suit the message you want to give out. Even if that's a very simple message, a very clear message, just look at that and make sure it's working in your favour rather than working against you. And I know it's very difficult if you're a very small business to have a consistent brand, because you're probably doing most of it yourself, and it's like spinning plates, isn't it? As soon as you take your eye off one of them, something else needs your attention, and then something else gets neglected. So I think the simpler you can make it, the easier it's going to be for you to manage. So my tip there is just to look at the message that you're giving across, the brand that you've got, and don't try and create anything that's false or different from the way you really are, but just try and make it a little bit more consistent and to make it tie in with the message that you want to get across. Hope that's been helpful, and I hope I get my camera out and make a video again soon, because it's been too long, really. So remind me, okay? And I'll see you soon. Bye.